Good evening. In this section, we will learn about cascading style sheet. We will learn how to bring our HTML content to life. Whether you are a beginner or just brushing up your skills, this tutorial is perfect for you. So let's get started. What is CSS? CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets, is a game changer for web development. It is what makes our web pages look visually appealing by describing the style and presentation of the content written in HTMLs. With CSS, we can control fonts, colors, spacing, layouts, and so much more. It is all about making your web pages not only functional, but also beautiful. Let's take a look at the basic syntax of a CSS. It is really straightforward. Here's an example. This snippet is styling an H1 tag. We're setting the color to blue, aligning the text to the center, and setting the font size with 20 pixels. This one is very easy. Once you get hang the syntax, you'll see how powerful CSS can be. There are three main ways in order to style web pages. First, we have inline CSS. This is directly within an HTML element using the style attributes. For example, we have a header here. So this is an example of an inline styling. So the styling is within the element. As you can see, our header one becomes blue. Another one is within a style tag, specifically in the head tag section of your HTML document. For example, you create a style tag specifically at the heading, then you create the specific settings. For example, H2, so we have text align and center. So the heading 2 will be center. So the syntax again is specific selector, properties, and specific valid value. Oh, again, selector, property, and specific value. The next one, which is I'm recommending, is to do an external styling. This is the most efficient way for larger projects at it keeps your HTML clean and your style organized. So let me show you an example of an external CSS setting. For an external CSS settings, you will need the link tag, specifically what is the relationship, which is the style sheet, and the href for the reference, which is for this exercise, we have style.css. So why style.css? So the contents of our folder, if I'm not mistaken, is index and the style.css. So we can style externally by using the external style sheets. Let's continue using the external style sheets. So I have here style.css, and based from this one, so we'll learn about the basic of text styling. We have the colors, the font size, the font weight, the font family, text transform, font style, text align, and the line height. So based on our HTML, we have a paragraph. So let's experiment with the paragraph. So our selector will be the p tag, which is the paragraph. So we will set the color, for example, to red. So as you can see, the color is taking effect. Another one, we can set, for example, the font size to 20 pixels. So it's not only pixels for the units of the font. For now, we will use the font size of 20. Then we also have the property of font weight, which is, for example, is bold. We can also change the font type, which is the font family. So let's try Arial. So the font family, it depends upon if your computer or your terminal has the font installed. You can source the font on your own computer or an external sources. You can also do, for example, text transform. How about lowercase? So we convert the text to lowercase. Other possible values will be uppercase, and you have the proper case. Okay, so let's do this. How about uppercase? We also have font style, similar to the EM tag. You have the italic settings. Also, you've seen this one. You have a text align. For example, we're aligning the paragraph, the center. And the next one, which is line height, which is a unitless, it controls the spacing between each paragraph. As you can see, a double space line height, for example, triple size. So it controls the spacing of each line. For example, let's settle for 1.5. So going forward, we will be using now the external style sheet rather than the inline or the element styling, or the inline styles. So that is really the basic of HTML. I mean CSS. Okay, there you have it. We have covered the basic of CSS, from understanding what it is to writing basic styles and applying them in different ways. I hope this tutorial helps you get started with making your web pages look amazing. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more tutorials like this. Drop any questions if you have in the comment section below. And see you in the next video. Thank you very much.